Hi. Hey, so we're going to talk about cliche shit in movies because a lot of this stuff is pissing me off, and it's like we all need to get new material for our movies because they're all lame. Comic book nerds. Okay, so I know in all the Marvels is a comic, so I guess all the characters in those sometimes they read comics, but that's fine. But when I went to fucking high school, there wasn't like one kid who was ever like, "Oh, hey man, you want to go to the comic book store today?" The fuck? We don't even have a comic book store in the area. I live in fucking Arlington, Texas, and I'm not seeing one comic book store. Just because you're a nerd doesn't mean you read comics. Like, why would you make that even a cliche? Like, that's so dumb that all nerds read comics. Like, I know some nerds who are like really super fucking hot. Like, just because they wear loafers and cardigans and wear glasses doesn't make them a nerd. Just because they read comic books doesn't make them a nerd. There's freaking jocks that read comic books. There's nerds that don't even know anything about comic books. I don't even know anything about comic books. I'm kind of nerdy. What? Stop using that as a cliche. Stop it. Seriously. Running in the rain after your lover. Let me just stop and say that women, these days, we have like this thing called hair, right? And we don't want certain things to happen to it after we took like 4 or 2 or like 30 minutes or 4 to 2 hours to like straighten our hair. Why would we run in the rain? Oh, oh, babe, love me. Love me. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry for everything I've done. No, nobody fucking does that. No guy's gonna be like, oh, babe, you've come to me in the rain. Embrace. Oh, oh, I forgive you for everything, for all that you've sinned. Seriously? He's gonna be looking at you like you're crazy. He probably wouldn't even be out in the rain. It doesn't even rain that much in life anyways. Popular guys dating the school nerd. See, I was one of those popular people at school, and I never saw one popular guy ever date a girl that nobody knew. See, there's this thing called reputation, and everybody has theirs. And no guy was gonna be like, oh, I'm really popular. I feel like being nice, my charity for the week, and just date this school nerd girl who has like wears sweaters that are like all the way down to her knees, and she wears like weird boots, and she hides under her hair. Like, nobody does that. No guy is gonna be like, oh, there's so much beauty in her. I want her. He would never even talk to her. She's not even in his social realm. Like, when would they ever cross paths? Probably like, oh, I bumped her in the hallway. She drops her books. Oh, let me help you. What jock is like, let me help this nerd? He's gonna be like, haha, bitch, you just dropped your fucking books. I mean, come on. Nobody really does this in real life. And even if it's reversed, no girl that's popular is gonna date like some school nerd guy. I'm sorry, they're just not. No cheerleader, rah, rah, fight, fight, is gonna be like, oh my god, this nerd guy who has like all these pimples and he wears cardigans and stuff, he's so hot, I want to be with him. Please talk to me. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get you. Even though he's gonna tell me eventually that I have too much going on in my life and that I just listen to what everybody says and I need to be my own individual because I'm a really good person on the inside and I should channel that person more. I still want to be with him anyways. Shit doesn't happen in real life. It just never fucking happens. So, parents grounding kids. I'm pretty sure I've never really been grounded. I feel like my parents just like took my shit. They were like, oh, you read books all the time, like take this because I know it hurts your feelings. Or, oh, you watch too much fucking TV. No more Tumblr for you. Get the fuck off it because you're on it all the time. And then there was like this one little phase where I was obsessed with Wattpad. And so they told me I couldn't go on the computer like completely. And that's all they ever did. Like, I never had like a social life where parents were like, oh, stay in the house. You're not allowed to leave for like 2 months. You're grounded indefinitely. Like, what fucking parent ever does that? I'm pretty sure my parents were just like, bend the fuck over. Get this fucking spanking. And I don't think my parents ever took the time to tell me that I was grounded. Because, like, what would happen if I just didn't listen to their grounding? Like, I'd get a fucking spanking. So it's like, why not just spank me right now? Like, what kid actually really gets grounded and is like, oh, Betsy, I'm so sorry. Oh, look, I have an actual phone. Betsy, I'm so sorry. I can't come out tonight. My parents have grounded me. I'm grounded for like 2 months. Yeah, I'll just sneak out through the window. I know, even though like windows have screens and stuff now, because, you know, that keeps out like the heat and it's just normal, I can't come out. I'm grounded. Sorry. No one fucking gets grounded like that. You just get your ass beat, or your parents just don't care. Like, look at the world we live in. Seriously, half the shit, like girls twerking on freaking YouTube and all kinds of shit. Do you think parents really take the time to like ground them? No, they're gonna bury you alive and beat the shit out of you. Or at least they should, because some of us need it. Detention. let me just say, I don't think my school, I don't think we had detention. I think it was like this thing, like if you got like a TD5, like if you were late to class, you had like this 15-minute detention during lunchtime, or like you just got like a fucking referral and then you had to see the principal. Like, I don't think kids were actually at detention like the Breakfast Club and are like, oh, fuck, I'm gonna meet the love of my life in detention, or I'm gonna meet the school's bad boy here. Like, nobody fucking really has detention anymore, at least where I come from. I've never even seen a detention. Like, you get in trouble, you get a referral, they call your fucking parents, and then your parents either beat your ass or you just live with your life and they're just like, oh, I don't really care. But I don't think people really sit in detention after, on a Saturday, unless they're making up schoolwork because they're a failure. So why do movies and books are like, oh yeah, go to detention? Nobody fucking goes to detention. I don't think teachers think it works anymore. Seriously. Hey guys, thanks for taking the time to watch my little rant video about cliche shit movies. My name's Asia Muhammad, by the way, and you can follow me on Tumblr. I'm pretty famous on there, and you can follow me on Twitter. Thanks, have a great day.